Hello and welcome. We are talking about all the options that we are getting while we are creating our EC2 instance. In this video, we are going to talk about one of the most interesting topic. We call it placement group. Now, before I'm going to explain you about placement group, let's talk about from where we are getting this option. So here, I am in my EC2 console. Now I'm going to create EC2 instance. I'm going to launch instance. If you scroll down, right, we already discussed about all these options, but if you scroll down over here, we have advanced option, right? You may have question about configuring storage. We have special milestone for this. So we'll discuss about this during this milestone. Now, if you look at over here in the advanced details, we have many options. And here, we have one of the option, we call it placement group. Now here I am not able to select anything because I need to create new placement group. I can create from here, or you can go to your EC2 console, and if you scroll down, here you will get this. Now I don't have anything, you do not have any placement group in this region. So if I'm going to click on create placement group, I can give name. Name must be unique within group, within your account. Okay, within region, within your account. I'm going to say test. And suppose if I'm selecting over here, we have cluster, spread and partition. So what is the meaning of this? Why we are creating placement group and what is the use case of placement group? We are going to discuss about all of this in detail in this video. Now, the first thing is, what is placement group? The use case of the placement group is, placement groups enables you to influence how your instances are placed in the underlying hardware. Okay. Now, as you know that when we are using AWS, we are not responsible to manage underlying infrastructure. Yes, we can select availability zone, but in this particular availability zone, how AWS will place our EC2 instance, it is totally depend on AWS. But using placement group, you can influence this particular decision of AWS according to your requirement. Now, how whole things are working, we are going to discuss about this. To understand this, we need to understand three types of placement group. Now, let's start with the placement group number one. The first one we have cluster, second one we have spread, and the third one we have partition. Now we are going to talk about, first we call it cluster. See, as we know that AZ, availability zone, is a data center, right? And they have rack. Rack is like a space in which they are actually placing their server. Now suppose if you are going to select clustered option over here, right, what they will do, they will place all your EC2 instances in the particular rack, right? So here in our example, they are placing all our EC2 instance in the rack 2. Now, as you are using cluster and you are specifying that, okay, that I want my all EC2 instances in one cluster, it means when you are creating clustered placement group, all your EC2 instance will be in only one availability zone. Yeah, because you cannot use multiple availability zone over here. Now, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Why we should do this? Advantages we have is high speed connectivity. Okay, high speed connectivity, because all your EC2 instances are actually accessing common network devices. So, as we know that like basically they have 10 Gbps connectivity, so you will get low latency access. So if you have some servers and you want that these two servers communicating, a requirement of these two servers to communicate with low latency or high speed, right? If you have big data kind of cluster and you want that communication between all the cluster components must be very high, in this case you can choose this. So the advantage is we have high speed communication between EC2 instances because they are placed in the same rack. What is the biggest disadvantage? The biggest disadvantage over here is, suppose if this rack goes down, yeah, if this rack goes down, everything will be down. Why? Because you have all your EC2 instances in the same rack. Advantage is speed, low latency access. Disadvantage, no high availability. Rate goes down, everything goes down. Now this is like the one of the requirement the companies are having. They want high speed connectivity, but same way the company's requirement is opposite as well. So let's talk about point number 2 over here, and we are going to compare this. Okay, so let's talk about point number 2. We call it spread, right? We call it spread. Now when we are going to talk about spread, it is completely opposite to what we have over here. Let me change the size and make it available over here. Yeah, see. Now if you look at this cluster and if you look at the spread over here, okay, you can clearly identify the differences, right? Basically, when we are using cluster, we have all our EC2 instance in one particular rack. When we are using spread, we are spreading our all EC2 instances into the multiple racks, right? Look at this, my 3 EC2 instances over here in the availability zone, like in the 3 different racks, and these 3 EC2 instances are available in the 3 other different racks. Now,